This is the NBA Finals, Game 2. Portland come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against Washington. This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
The NBA playoffs continue. Just two teams remain. They are battling their way toward this title. Game 2 of the finals. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And now Washington's starting group. We've got Sharp, Sarr out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's man in at the point guard position. And for Portland, taking a look at Washington. They've overcome a number of challenges just to get here. Now down 1-0. Greg, they face a huge hurdle.
And you know what? I think they learned a lot in Game 1. Playing against the best the league has to offer, they know they have to make some adjustments, keep everyone involved, and they have to hit the open shots they're getting.
You were talking about the adjustments before. I agree.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Outside for Bledsoe. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Jackson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the middle. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Alex Sarr.
Very tough to affect the shot of Porzingis without leaving your feet. And KP, because of that, has the ability to keep them off balance.
And he's good on the second.
There's a reason people call Kristaps Porzingis the unicorn. A 7-foot big man, but boy, what a sweet shooter he is.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Sharp. Off target from outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Bledsoe outside. Here is Shakur. And stolen by Sarr. Pushing it up. Here's Sharp. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here is Shakur. Defended by Sharp. And shot on the way. Rebound, Washington. They come into this game after losing on Saturday.
And coming into that one, looking to be competitive, but the disparity in talent just too great.
You have the sense that they expected that result. Once they dug themselves into a hole, I thought they let go of the rope.
Here is Shakur. Drives to the hoop. Banked in off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Sarr, the pass to Jackson. Here's Sarr. Man with it. 6 to shoot. Bledsoe with the rebound. Portland leading. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to talk with the head coach of the Blazers for a minute. talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. Coach said he's a guy that can score from all three levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight. We'll see if they can respond. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the passer floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. There's the pick to the paint. Here's Song. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here is Shakur. Screen by Porzingis. Pulls up on the wing. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
And here we go. Fast break. Sarge got it. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here is Shakur. There's the 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Man passes to Sharp. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Porzingis with a screen on Sharp. Shakur takes it off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Washington trails by 4. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Portis is checked in for Portland. White, he's checked in for the Wizards. So it's the Wizards now. Nice ball movement by Washington. From the arc. Good on the triple.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Here is Shakur. Over Sharp. A shot by Shakur, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Sharp against Bledsoe from about 16, and he makes that one. Sharp's got 5.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Bledsoe outside. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here is Shakur. Four on the clock. The 3 ball. Washington with the rebound. Inside, here's Jackson. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Now here's Porzingis. D right on him. It's stolen by White. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Well, this is who we know Derek White is. Excellent anticipation defensively. And what does he do? He makes sure his teammate gets an opportunity.
Here he goes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Portland, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. That one is off. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And he sinks the second. Wizards leading by 3. Down low. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Washington.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Portland trails by 5. Pass to Bledsoe. Portland no good that time either.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
It's Thomas on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's White. The Wizards with another miss. Trailblazers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Right wing. Here's Shakur. Takes the 12-footer and hits. He's got 7.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
And it's White missing.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on White. Portland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. So he gets them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's Sharp. Sweet little floater. Sharp's got 11.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Bledsoe outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here is Shakur. Thomas covering. Portis the screen. And it's good for 2.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Thomas, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here is Shakur. Drops in the tray. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
White finds Sharp. Sharp, the pass to White, to the inside. And it's Sharp missing. Portland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Shakur. Bledsoe taking his time here. Over Sharp. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Now it's a 4-point Portland lead. To stop the run, it's rebounded by Portis. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside for Bledsoe. And another 3 for Portland.
Yeah, with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Sharp. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Sharp's got 14 points for the game.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire a little.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Now a timeout called by Portland.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Changing it up here. So the Wizards 5 right now. We've got Jaren Jackson, and it's Thomas in at the 2 spot. Pulls it from 20. Tries again. And the rejection by Jackson. Here is Shakur. It's another look. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Outside Thomas. On the money from 12 feet away. Thomas got his first 2 points. Portland's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here is Shakur. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Buried from 15 feet out. 12 points for him. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Can't connect from short range. The Trailblazers shooting an outstanding 53% for the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Jackson from outside the arc. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Knocks it loose. Here's Mann, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
They set the screen. Here's Bledsoe, and it's blocked. Now Sharp. He's got 14. Good. Nice job down low. Sharp's got 16. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Portland trailing here. Here is Shakur. Thomas covering. And they pick up 2. He's got 16.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Man passes to Sharp. Launches it. And it's Sharp missing.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Here is Shakur. Thomas covering. A shot by Shakur, no good. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Jackson setting the pick here for Thomas. And Jackson throws it down hard.
What agility there. Look how quick Jackson moves after setting the screen. Perfect execution.
Here's Bledsoe. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Bledsoe's got 17 now.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Back to man. Pass to Thomas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Cameron Thomas. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Thomas. Both teams deciding to change it up. Good on both. Portland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Into the lane.
Clearly a foul.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And Portland making a change here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Washington trailing. Now, here's Sharp. 16 points for him. Drills it from outside. 8 points for him. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Shakur. Basket number 8 is all good. He has attempted 12 shots. Washington's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. There's Thomas with the 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Trailblazers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Washington's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Inside. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge. Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
With the drive. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. There's the screen. Here is Shakur. Clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Pass to Sharp. Can't get it to fall.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Porzingis misses the baby hook. Washington has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13.
Number 44. First personal foul, 4 team foul.
First free throw is good. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Kumar is checked in. Sarr's checked in for Washington. Jaren Jackson comes in for Thomas.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Outside for Bledsoe. Over Sharp. Rebound by the Wizards. Sarr's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Tries from 7. And it's good off the glass. Sarr's got the lead up to 5 now for the Wizards. There's a screen. And there's the drive. And there it is for him. 14 points for him.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Pass to Sharp. Connects from three-point range.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here's Kamare. Screen by Porzingis. It's stolen. One-on-one fast break. Here's Sarr, and it's sent back by Bledsoe. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Shakur is checked in. There's 1:17 left in the first half of basketball. Sarr, the pass to Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. Portland trails by 6. Here is Shakur. Defended by Sharp. Pass to Sarr. Porzingis with the block. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Count it. Good.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Here's Mann. Misses the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Here is Shakur. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point land. He can't get it to go. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Washington out in front, up by 4. Time now for the halftime break. with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, everybody. It's game 2, and things are a little rocky right now for Portland.
They've been very handsy on defense, racking up fouls, giving the other side free points at that line.
Handsy, big fella. Handsy?
Yes, hands that you
I
can
hardly
see.
ever hear
Ernie.
you say handsy.
Hands that you can see.
I don't think I've ever heard
Ernie.
you say handsy.
Hands that you can see, Ernie. You just got to say it fast. Handsy.
They need to hear what I tell you and Kenny before every show. Keep your hands to yourself. Taking a look at the situation for Washington. They dropped game 1. Now before they go home for game 3, Kenny, how do they even the series?
To be honest, I wouldn't really know. I never lost a game 1 of the finals. Shaq, did you?
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in game 2. Portland trails by 4. And it's good. He's made 2 for every 1 he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And for Washington, Sarr out there with Jackson. Then it's Sharp, and it's man in at the point. For the tie, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
The Portland they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. From downtown, Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Out to the right wing. Screen by Porzingis. Here's Shakur. Outside for Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Here is Shakur. Lets it go from 11. That one off the back iron and out.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Outside for Bledsoe. Pulls from the top of the key, and the jumper falls for him. He's got 19.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Pass to Sarr. Sharp on the wing. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it. Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
And here's Portland. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. Bledsoe outside. No good on the triple. Washington trails by 5. Outside Jackson. There's a good screen. Here's man. And another miss by Washington. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Shakur. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Shaedon Sharpe picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Trailblazers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Washington trails by 7. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Porzingis with the block. Jackson from long range. And again, Washington no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
For Washington, they've gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Man with it. Pass to Sharp. Just 4 to shoot. To end the cold streak. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Fires for 3. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot heat.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So it's Washington now. They're scoreless since the first half. Bledsoe outside. There's Shakur. And the shot goes down. And it's a 12-point Portland lead.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And that one is off. And here's Portland. Big time run continues here. 16-0, shutting it down. Fast break, here we go. Pass to Sharp. The Wizards working the ball around now. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Washington trails by 12. And man, now top of the key. To the middle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And boy, what a much-needed bucket there. Ends a 16-0 run by Portland.
Here's Shakur. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And it's Washington's ball. Pass to Sharp. From past the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound. Bledsoe's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here is Shakur. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Man passes to Sharp. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Sharp's got 24 points. It's Bledsoe on the wing. Lots of room. Porzingis kicks to Bledsoe. Back to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Over Sarr. Portland no good that time either.
The fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
To the right side. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. Trying to end the drought. A basket by Shakur. 30 points in the game.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
There's Jackson with the three. Portland grabs the miss. Driving the lane. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Blazers.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there. They are challenging them and getting it done.
Portis, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Bledsoe dishes to Shakur. 6 on the shot clock. Over Sharp. Connects in the foul line jumper. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Sarr throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Sharp. Plays it up and banks it in. Sharp's got 8 points here in this quarter. Trailblazers leading by 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Free throw good, Shakur. So for the Wizards, Thornton's checked in, and Thomas subbed in for Shaedon Sharp. And so he makes both from the line. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Pass to Thornton. Now here's Thomas. Fires from deep. Bledsoe with the rebound. Bledsoe's got 6 rebounds here tonight. For 3. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Kamara is checked in. .149 left in the third. Clock at 2. The Wizards. Washington trails by 10. Now, man. It's deflected, and they get it back. Here's Sharp. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That free throw, no good. Zinkas is checked in for Portland. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Sarr's checked in. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Wizards. Thomas is out there with Shaedon Sharp. Then it's Sarr. Then it's White. And it's man in at the point. Clock at 4. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Sharp. Now, here's Thomas. Defense is right there. Sent away with authority. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Both teams will make substitutions. 4 on the shot clock. Man in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
A pass to Porzingis. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
At that size, Porzingis doesn't have to travel far to get above the cup. That is a nice finish.
Washington trails by 13. Looking to get back on track here. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shooting for Washington. Man, 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Trailblazers leading by 12. Here is Shakur. And he drops it in from the low post. 37 points for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And Sarr throws it down.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
Outside, Porzingis. Bledsoe right side. From the wing. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got 8 rebounds in this game. Outside, Thomas. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
And Washington making a change. Lights checked in. Timeout, Blazers. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to find out what the Trailblazers coach was going over with his guys. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort. We'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Outside for Bledsoe. They get the rebound. Goes back up. A basket by Shakur. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Over in the corner, White. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
When you are the aggressor, being assertive, very often you're going to get the whistle, as Derek White did there.
And Washington making a change here. Sharp's checked in, and it's the Trailblazers with the ball. 14 feet away. No good on that one.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And Washington making a change. Hands checked in. Now, here's Sharp. Defense right on him. Outside for Jackson. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Ball's not loose. And a wide open look for Sarr. Knocks down the 3 ball.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Bledsoe outside. Over to the wing. Shakur. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And he has 42.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Jackson passes to Sharp. Shot clock at 6. And he can't jam it through. Trailblazers leading by 12. He takes it in. A shot by Shakur, no good. Sharp on the wing. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Outside for Bledsoe. And another three for Portland.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Here's Mann. Wizards need to get a shot off here. And it's Sharp missing.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Down low. And here we go. Washington fast break. And he gets it to go.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
Here is Shakur. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the line. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort. Not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Free throw good. Saw.
Alexander Saw. Taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
2 minutes.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Second team foul. At the line for one. Number 5.
Washington trails by 13. And here's Sharp. The shot. And again, Washington no good. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Screen by Porzingis. Here is Shakur. 5 on the clock. And again with the rebound.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
Oh, GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it. Second shot opportunity, and it's good off the back rim and in. He's got 44.
And that'll effectively take care of Game 2 here in the NBA Finals. We'll be switching venues for the next one, but right now, an important win for Portland.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the NBA Finals. Once they close this win out, they'll be sitting on a pretty good 2-0 series lead.
Yeah, and obviously that's the perfect position to be in. They don't need to do anything differently in the next couple of games if they just continue to play their brand of basketball and don't get distracted. They'll be lifting that trophy in a few days.